So let's jump right into it. True Social Security billing versus Social Security billing. Now, you have some carriers that do true Social Security billing. American Amicable, Liberty Bankers, Prosperity, Royal Neighbors. I'm going to make a bold statement here. If you only wrote these 4 carriers, your persistence and your placement would be higher than most insurance agents, well, final expense insurance agents could even dream of. So I know that we talk about SBLI. Unfortunately, they don't do true Social Security billing. So I want you to keep this in perspective. Throughout my career, I always led with a carrier that did true Social Security billing. And because of that, I had less clients that fell off the books sooner, for sure. And I ended up going to more conventions. And I got more bonuses. Whenever there were bonuses available, I always got the bonus. Not always, but I got more. So I want you to keep this in perspective. These are the true Social Security carriers on your left: American Amicable, Liberty Bankers Life, Prosperity, and Royal Neighbors. Now, this is a picture of the Social Security billing calendar. You should all have this on your wall, so that when you close a sale, there's 2 reasons you want this on the wall. The one thing is, when you're setting up a draft with most of these carriers, they won't allow you to go outside of 30 days. In other words, if I close a sale today and the client wants me to draft the first payment in 35 days from today, in most cases, you're not even going to be able to do that. If you're active, you should know how many days you can go out with American Amicable, Liberty Bankers, Prosperity, Royal Neighbors, the carriers you're using, Great Western, and SBLI. Here we are in August, we've got September coming up. So notice, now let's go back to August. Now notice the blue box around the 3rd. Now let's go back to July, another blue box around the 3rd. If you go to the bottom of this schedule, you'll see what it says with this square box. So it tells you right there, if you received Social Security before May 1997, or if you're receiving both Social Security and SSI, which is most of our clients, half of them at least, right? Social Security is going to be paid on the 3rd and the SSI on the 1st. So here's what I'm telling you. In July, the 3rd fell on Monday. The people that receive these Social Security benefits normally get it on the 3rd, got it on July 3rd. August, they got it on August 3rd. September, the 3rd is on a Sunday. Banks are closed. Now look, I know Saturdays you're thinking, well, banks are open like part of the day. It doesn't count either. On Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays, these people cannot get paid into their bank. So the law is, what the U.S. government decided is, we're going to make a law and we're going to leave it up to Social Security to follow the law. The law is, for these Social Security recipients, if that were to happen, if the 1st or the 3rd, or if they're getting their Social Security benefits on the 2nd Wednesday, 3rd Wednesday, or 4th Wednesday, and for some reason one of these days falls on A, a holiday, like a bank holiday when the banks are closed, or B, the weekend, they got to be paid the business day before. Instead of these people getting their Social Security money on September the 3rd, the banks are going to pay them early on Friday. So this is where the fail starts with some of the insurance carriers, because our clients are really, really low income, just trying to survive. They are check to check. And a lot of these people, here's the funny thing. You're going to talk with people that say, well, I know I'm supposed to get it on the 3rd, but sometimes I get it later or different days. Look, they never get it later. They know they don't get it later. They all know. Everybody who receives Social Security benefits on the 3rd, on September, on Friday the 1st, they will check their checking account because they know the money's going to be there. So they all know that. Don't listen to the confusion or the nonsense. You're the professional. So keep in mind, these carriers are going to draft the payment on Friday, the 1st. They're going to get that money with the people that normally get it on the 3rd. They're getting paid on the 1st. This is awesome. Guess what? These carriers are going to draft it on Friday, but SBLI, Mutual of Omaha, Great West, the list goes on, Aetna, they're all going to wait till Monday. Now, we're talking 1, 2, 3 days after these really low income folks just got paid all their money for the month. Believe it or not, most of these people will not have more than $1 or $2 in their checking account on Monday. And because unfortunately they're not very responsible, they're going to pay the extra money to have overdraft protection. With most of these banks, the way overdraft protection works nowadays, when the insurance company goes to draft the payment on the 4th, like Mutual of Omaha and SBLI are going to do, the money won't even be there. And they're not even going to give them anything. So basically, it's going to be a failed payment. So now here's the nightmare. You just got advanced money for a sale you didn't even make. And now you got to go back and figure out, how do I get the money from the client? It's all about prevention. So here's my thing. Either write these folks with American Amicable, Liberty Bank, Life Prosperity, Royal Neighbors, and make sure that you set up the draft based on the day they receive their Social Security benefits, or you need to call them the day before and say, hey, Janet, listen, you know you're getting your Social Security money on Friday, right? Well, look, unfortunately, SBLI isn't going to draft that payment until Monday. We need you to make sure that you leave the $63 in your bank, on your debit card, however they're doing it. Well, with SBLI in the bank, we need you to leave it there for Monday when they take the payment. Okay, make sure you do that. That's how you do it. Now, here is your major tip of the day. I know we've got a couple of brand new agents, and I'm really speaking with you here. You will never ask your client, what day do you want us to draft the payment on, if they're receiving Social Security money. If they're receiving any of these benefits, VA, disability, Social Security, SSI, whatever it is, you never ask them, what day would you like us to draft the payment on? That is like a doctor asking a really sick person, what medication would you like me to give you? So let's think about this. Why? You're probably going, well, Doug, wait a minute. Whoa. Nobody's telling me when to draft the payment. No. If I'm buying insurance, I'm going to tell you when to draft it. Well, that may be you. But these folks, I want you to think about it. They're barely surviving, living check to check. It's not because they're the most responsible, successful people there are. It's because in most cases, that's where they're at because of everything that happens in life for them. And inadvertently, basically what I'm saying is the people that you're speaking with, they're going to try to trick you to think that they are just like you, super responsible. Meanwhile, most of their lives, they have not been. And now what happens is, here you got someone who's not responsible with their finances, and here they are telling you how to do the finances for the most important insurance that they're going to end up having for their family when they die. Doesn't work, guys. You're the professional. Janet, I got great news. American Amicable, when we set this payment up, now the first thing is we're not going to take a payment today. We're going to set it up based on your Social Security income. So you receive your Social Security benefits on the 3rd, correct? Great. We're not even going to take the first payment till you've received your next Social Security check. And the beautiful part about American Amicable is that they are going to guarantee, I love this part, pay attention, Janet, they're going to guarantee that they will never cause you an overdraft fee because they will always draft the payment based on the day that you receive your Social Security benefits. So that's the cool thing. They know the schedule. So when you get your money in the bank, they're going to verify that it's there, and then they're going to draft the payment. Now, guys, they're really not going to verify that it's there, but they're going to follow the calendar. To me, I want to say that to the client because I want them to understand we're guaranteeing that if you just listen to me and trust me on when to do the draft, it's never going to be an overdraft fee. It's going to save you a lot of headaches. And that's how you do it, guys. You're the doctor, you're the professional, you're telling them about the guarantees, you're setting the appointment, period.